hurt myself. And then I get something. Now I need to wait for these things to... Oh my god! Uh-oh. No! Woo! Heal real quick. Oh yeah, so the XCOM, you said new XCOM is it's kinda meh. They made some shitty story in XCOM, like about diversity and tolerance just with aliens, and I just want to kill aliens, come on, not be buddy. I am fearful. The little one stopped crying as soon as we placed him in the arms of that wicker woman, as if it were his mother. Sometimes I can't help but think there's something living in that wicker. Sometimes it seems to be rocking him in the darkness. Wait, I already killed it. Especially when it's all stupid, like aliens genocided billions. Oh, a key.
Feast your eyes on the envy of every merchant. The fire may my heart stop.
Yeah, okay. Key of the Inquisitor. Master key forged from steel. The heat of the sword carried by the Great Inquisitor announced his arrival even through the coldest walls. 9,999. I do not have that. Yeah. Empty bile. 9,000? Okay.
This, and may I dot come
Oh!
back when you have more.
Whoops. That was one too
This,
many.
and may I dot.
Bead braided in a spiral motion, covered with a light coat of varnish that has protected it from wear and tear of the years. A mother's hand worked these strands and blessed them. Their influence provides protection from toxic damage. Okay. Oh no! Fuck! I thought I was dead. So I was like, well, and then I got up. I was like, what? Especially when it's all stupid, like aliens, and I think you can't even use units anymore because you have like a few of them because of story reasons. So wait, what is the gameplay? Is it like the other XCOMs, or I've only played one, so I have no idea if... I'm dead, I think. Yeah, let's just chill for a second. Fun! It's like modded XCOM, but now you can have some diverse squad. And instead, giant maps, you have small rooms. Easy peasy. Hey, another blue one. You have acquired a big bead of blue wax. Okay. Hey! I remember you. Kneecap of Sebastian, the puppeteer. How the frick? I'm gonna have a double jump at some point, cause. And instead of saving Earth in a cool way, you have some dialogue about. Have a snake with tits is an Earthling because it was born on Earth and also a lesbian. You can get that child. This one. Wait, can I? No. Oh wait, do I need the? I thought for a second you can get that child. I thought you were talking about the game. Okay. Are you sure? Oh. I cannot look up. Maybe. I want to see if I can maybe drop down. Yeah, whoa, 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 whoa! No one said anything about giving up. I cannot throw these things upwards. Apparently. Come here, you piece of shit. Oh, that was the thing. Okay, I'm giving up. Skills? What do you mean skills? Wait, is there... No. And we have all of these. For those who no longer speak, perfects the word. Yeah. Can't do anything with this. No longer to enemy attacks. Prevents bile flask. Prayers. Oh. Oh, this one. Hey, Pavlo. Hydrate so you can... Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've been dehydrating for 3 days because, of course, there's no stream. So there's no way for people to redeem the sip. Oh shit, that was the wrong one. But thank you, Pavlo. Thank you for the sip. And how are you doing? How was your week? Are you excited for... Is everyone excited for the weekend? I know I am. Because on Monday, it's like a national holiday, so I'm free on Monday, PogChamp. I am free on Monday. So my slave masters let me take a day off. I am here because I have a rosary knot. Hello. Yeah? Nothing like working from home. How is that going for you? I think last week was actually the first week that I worked an entire week from home. Because before I was busy with the house and everything. So it was like 4 hours of work and then I was gone. So that was very doable. But last week, or the previous week, was the first week where I actually worked 40 hours from home. And I have to say, it was a little harder to concentrate. Especially when I have stuff to do that's not necessarily fun. Then it's also a little bit more difficult to concentrate. But once I have something that I do enjoy, then it's easy peasy. Was I ever excited for anything? At least you don't have to wear face color when you go out. We had our weekly Friday beer. Then my closest leaders asked, how long have we been working from home? I got an email from work actually this week. It said like we've already been working from home for 6 weeks. Coworker immediately replied 5 weeks. He's been counting. I like more to work from home. You are too much of a normie. I like working from home because on average it saves me a lot of travel time. Like a lot. Like for some reason my work was never able to find a project close to my previous home. I do have to say that I was kind of in a awkward... that I lived in a awkward city for them, sort of. Like, my company is pretty central in the Netherlands, and I was living more to the east of that. And so that, you know, all the bigger cities... like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, are all in the west, and especially my company has a lot of customers in Amsterdam because literally everything is in Amsterdam. Some in Utrecht and whatnot, and it was like, well, I don't even live close to them. Hey Danish, who's this ancient guy? I've never seen him before. No one has ever seen me before. How are you doing, Danish?
Merciful be, penitent one. With your contribution, the work of this brotherhood carries on.
Because before it took me in the morning I had a little bit over an hour commute, and in the evening I had a little more than an hour commute. But since Corona, no commute. Beautiful. Beautiful. I would like... Graf, you know this. Does it eventually show how much percentage of each area you have done? Like Graveyard of the Peaks. Does it eventually show like dash 80% or something? Because I would like to know. Triggered. Triggered. Okay. If I want to get back here, I have to go... through this. Wait, how the... oh, I have to go all the way... okay. Wait. Where am I? Near the teleporter. Okay. Got coffee and Fanta Exotic. It doesn't. I completely forgot what your comment is about. No, it doesn't. Oh, an excuse for being normie. When Ancient starts a rumor, it's called an ancient rumor. Wow. Ah, fuck! Oh my god. Oh, hey, this works. This works, actually. This is where I have to go. I mean, all according to plan. All according to plan. Let me see if I could... Yeah, that's a no. Okay. That's a no. See, on the left we have... That's the dude that gets rid of guilt, right? No, that's mea culpa. What am I doing? Mea culpa. Okay. I have to go... Let's go straight to the right. To the right, yeah, and then again. Are you fucking kidding me? I missed the teleport. I'm so angry. Fuck. I wanted to run all the way back from here through this entire thing just to continue here, and there's a teleporter right over here. Fucking kidding me. Where do I go? There is something over here that can be done. Over here. Let's just go up. You know what's like a really you fucking small, insignificant thing that's making me really happy? I bought this weird what's the name? I need to search. Let me see. I keep forgetting. A crimping tool? Bought a crimping tool so I could make my own Ethernet cables. So I've made a few Ethernet cables myself, and it's like just like whatever, but for some reason I find it way too funny. Way too fun to... Or way too cool as well to have made my own internet cables. How cool is that? I don't know why, I just like it. I just like doing it. Or at least, I made a few. And I actually needed a few. Not that I'm making like hundreds of cables. Not that I made hundreds of internet cables just because I liked it. Infola enters my room. There's cables everywhere. Stop it, agent. Stop it. For cutting wires. It's basically for making Ethernet cables. Basically for making Ethernet cables. So it's to cut the wires and to put the UTP plug on it, and also secure it. And so because whoops. Because what we did when we moved here, we put in laminate, what's it called? Because we put in our own flooring, what we did was we put internet cables underneath the floor. So even though my computer is on the other side of the apartment from where the internet enters our apartment, I have a direct connection. I have a direct cable. Well, of course, through a switch. But because of that, my internet is pretty good. And there's like a few cables going through the floor, or no, under the floor. And it's like fucking clean. It's fucking clean. Did you check the middle? No, I saw something was there. I saw some blood. There was a dude back when I took the ground course who thought it would be a good idea to use the the clamp on his finger. What? What? So what happened? There's like a few small teeth on it, right? Blood everywhere. Trapezoid of Jaeger, the jeweler. We have... Am I picking up pieces of the people? Because... I feel like I've heard... The explorer, the bandit, the blacksmith, executioner, gambler, gravedigger, sailor, herald, poet... The IT ground course. Ah. Did it go all the way through? I hope not. Oh, no, I forgot to check. Unjustly sentenced to the stake by order of Ashgan the Inquisitor, Tyrant Jaeger's family became ashes. Blinded by revenge, he forged a ring with their remains. A ring that is now believed to be cursed. Cool. Ow. I mean, I cannot imagine it goes all the way through, because you have to like crimp it yourself. So you're the one applying pressure. So if it starts to hurt, I would imagine you stop, unless he just like goes YOLO really quickly. Like he just squeezes real hard real quick. Wait, there's a thing downstairs. Is that the shortcut or what is that? There's a shortcut. Nice. That's what I thought too. Well, unless he really... When I walk by the chapel of the perpetual agony, I can never bring myself to enter it. She literally screams in the pain like the very first day when they brought her here. A living miracle, they said. The miracle granted her wish, and now we pray to her, watching her endless ordeal. I have no idea what the fuck these people are talking about. Yeah, now that my controller is actually, or now that this normal, I have a new controller. Wow. But like with the previous one, the analog stick was broken, so I haven't used the analog stick in a really long while, and so it feels really weird to use it. It feels like the analog stick is too far away because the buttons were always closer. Oh shit! My now that we're talking about interesting people, my little brother, when we were very young, he also had a very interesting friend at school. Like he would always do some really stupid shit. And one time, like this was when they were really tiny, and one time he was like, "Look, I'm gonna choke myself," and then he held his breath and he eventually passed out. Yep. I feel like I should not have destroyed those. Those felt kinda important. I wasn't in his immediate vicinity when it happened. I was minding my own Ethernet cable and just heard the commotion. just imagine being the teacher of that class. You know, it's like IT ground course. Like, what can go wrong? You give. I'm guessing you were like an adult at that point. A classroom full of adults. And you give them some tools, just some very, very difficult to harm yourself with tools and an Ethernet cable, and for some reason they still manage. Coxel of Doom, the prostitute. 23 then, 26 now. Popular among the oh my god. Bishopric. Junesayer seduced and corrupted the will and vow of chastity of many in the priesthood, but her immunity ended when the first ashes fell to the ground. This game is pimping my vocabulary so hard. Hello. How much do you cost? Sure. The guild is like all the way at the bottom. I don't feel like going there. guilt has been expiated. It also feels like I am completely murdering the pronunciation. My 15 centimeter Ethernet cable turned out perfect. Nice. Nice. They lost a finger, but I got a cable. Increase the power of prayers. I think it was the same in the past. You get paid to get rid of. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still a thing, but you could indeed pay to clean yourself of your sins. The guy who passed out was lucky that his passive brain had a defense mechanism against. Yeah. The I haven't seen him since I think it's called elementary school. Dude, I do not know the school system. What is what? You have high school. I think it's elementary school. Like when you were still, elementary school. You're still tiny kids. And this, I have not heard from him ever since elementary school. My brother, he was in my little brother's class. So he was 2 years younger. But this is when you're around, what, like between 6 and 10 or something? No, wait, it's 8 years. So from 4 to 12? That's elementary school in the Netherlands, something like that. Or they call it basisschool, like if you would literally translate it, basic school, which does not translate well. But the boy that I just talked about was an interesting person during those years. He was very. Now that I think about it, he might have had like ADD, because he was very busy, very scattered, but he just did some really weird shit. So he choked himself once, and I don't know how, but must have been from his father or something. But at some point he brought a pair of horse testicles to school. I think they had a horse or something, and they got him neutered. They clipped him, and then they put the testicles on strong water, and he brought that to school. So he had a jar of 2 testicles. That was fun. Let me see. Increase power of prayers. Prayer. Wait, what did it say? Affliction increases the power of prayers. Frick is affliction. So strange stories today. Let me see, what other weird stories do we have? The elementary school. Let me see. The elementary school, I had some really fun teachers. There was one teacher that I had in. So I have 2 little brothers, and they're like, we all differ 1 year. So I am 25. The middle one is about to become 24, and the other one is gonna be 23 this year. So we're really close to each other. Is that correct? We're like really close to each other with age. So, certain teachers would have like the 3 brothers, like year after year. And there was one teacher that I really liked, or that I kind of hated. I kind of hated him. I didn't like him. There was this teacher that I didn't like, but for some reason he thought I was like a pretty cool student. And so the year after, he got my brother, and oh my god, he and my brother did not get along. My brother hated him so much. I hated him as well, but not as much as he did. It was so much fun. Can't remember any funny stories. And there's something that I for a god, there's something that I completely forgot from elementary school. Even though it's like really fucked up. Like, so elementary school, we, you know, during recess, we would always go play. Haha, because we're fucking kids. And so like there's fences all around the schoolyard, and behind the fences was like nature. Nature, just simple as that. There was nature, and I don't know how, but during one of the recesses, my youngest brother jumped over the fence because we would play soccer during recess, and so they kicked the ball over this fence, and we would climb over the fence to grab the ball. Nothing weird, like that happened quite often. But my brother was very unlucky that day, and apparently there was like a stray nail laying there, and he stepped on it and I think it went straight through his foot. And we were all, this was not recess, this was like between, okay, so you have recess at around 10 between lessons, and then you have recess between the morning and the afternoon classes, like an hour between 12 and 1 p.m. And so because my mother was a volunteer for that on like 2 days, we would always stay. And so there was always like a select group of people that would stay because, I don't know, parents working or stuff like that. But we would always stay because, well, our mother was like the recess mother. I don't know how to. So during recess, we would most often play together. Okay, I don't know why. It's not interesting for the story. But I was just minding my own business, and then someone said that something happened to my little brother. So I went inside to check, and he was sitting there on a chair, and I think the nail just was straight through his foot. And it's really weird to think about because... Okay, one moment. Because I remember it, or maybe I've just dreamt it, because I feel like it happened, and like we never spoke about it again. Like, never. We never spoke about it again. Almost like it never happened. Maybe it never happened. Maybe I'm just crazy. But it happened, you know, it was shit, and I feel really bad for my brother. Of course, I feel really sad for him, whatnot. Ow. Piece of shit. Okay. We've never talked about it again. Almost like it never happened. Which is weird. But anyway. Anyway, anyone else have funny stories? Haha, my brother getting impaled by a nail. So funny, XD. Let me see, what, do I have something else? Oh, I had a God, I never know this. Like when you're around 14 years old, 15, 16 years old, around 16 years old. What's it called? It's secondary school? I don't know. Around 16 years old, we had a we had a friend at school. So we were all okay. So a huge group from... Okay, I don't know if this doesn't matter. Okay. I was from like a small... Oh, shit. One moment. Ah, shit. Come on. I was from like a small village, and when I went to secondary school, a pretty large group of us from the city went to the same school, and eventually we went to a school in like a bigger city. Oh my god. We went to school in a bigger city, and like the people on that school were, at least what I thought, were so different from us, because we were like from a small city, and I don't know, a small city. We were from a village, and these people, the people from the city were so I don't know, so I want to say goody two shoes, but they weren't like actual goody two shoes. They were just like, I want to say raised properly. But there was one, like everyone was so, they were so, I don't want to say, how do I say it? They were so, I want to say like political correct, and they didn't curse, and and then the farmer kids came in. We were not actually farmers, but everyone called us farmers because we were from a small village. Because everyone in the Netherlands that's from a small village is a farmer. That's like the running gag here. And then the cursing bad guys came in. Farmer kids. I'm wearing what's it called? The overall thing non-stop. And so there were some of them that were so gullible, but there was one particular. Where's your village accent? I'm not gonna do that. There was one guy who was particularly gullible, and so I had a close friend. I had a good friend, and we came from the same primary school. I forgot the other. Elementary school. We came from the same elementary school. We biked together 2 hours a day because we had to bike an hour, and we had basically we had like 99% the same classes, so we would see each other a lot, and we were also in the same soccer team, and we also worked together. So yeah, if we wanted to be, we could be on pretty much the same wavelength. And during one recess, it was just after the weekend, when we had a party it was like a birthday party, and we were the farmer kids, so we were the ones that always got drunk. We didn't, but so the extremely gullible kid just asked us like, did you get back? Because you still had to bike for like 40 minutes, and we just started the story. Like, I think I started with, oh yeah, we didn't make it home. He's like, what? He's like, I'm like, yeah, we slept in a field. He's like, what? And my friend just takes over. Yeah, we got woken up by the farmer in the morning. It's like, and we just made up this entire story. How on the way back we fell into a ditch, and then we crawled out of the ditch into a field, and then we fell asleep in the field. And this dude just believed it. Well, at first he didn't believe it, but we kept adding on to the story. And we would take over each other's stories and just make this whole thing. And he believed it. And eventually more people started to believe it. And at some point we were like, nah, that didn't happen. He's like, fuck you guys. He believed it for like an entire day. Wow, so funny, but... Do you want to give the embossed mask of Crescente? Sure. You should have been there. Was that kind of... I have no idea what I'm... Oh. I'm just... This lever just activates. Oh, cool. Let me pull the lever. Wait, where... Okay, let me check. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Hello. A burglar? What's up? This is finished. Oh. Now get to your laptop. Join chat. gonna buy something to eat. Because now I won't have to wait 2 hours in queue in front of the market. What? It's 10 o'clock! Oh shit. It's open to midnight now? What? Oh, what? It's the same dude again. He's the same moves. Oh my god. I'm being destroyed. Oh my god. Oh, get... Okay. I do no damage. Oh, fucking... Ah, shit. Ah, shit.